okay, even acting was not really what I. That's why today I'm the storyteller. I would not say Seun the director, Seun the producer, because I am a storyteller. Because you can wake up tomorrow morning and see me competing with Dio for a role. You understand?
Yeah.
Your boys are
Storyteller. That's shit.
yes. So that is still a storyteller, telling stories, but in a different capacity. Sometimes I write, sometimes I produce, sometimes I direct, and do other stuff in between. So now, trying to get in as an actor or trying to as a struggling actor, there's a part of like a myth that I heard about that actors, especially from the Yoruba film industry, believe that the only way to cement your stay as an actor is to produce. What's your reaction to that? What do you think about it? Saying that, like, the three of you have also tried to produce movies. So is it a myth or is it a reality? Is it a fact or
it's a reality. Now, prior to me producing, I was getting jobs here, but I mean I could sit at home for like 2-3 months, get one job after sometimes 4-5 months, and these jobs were coming because I was actively going for auditions. Before 2020 I was going for auditions almost every 3 weeks or every month. I was always going for auditions. So in 2021, I'd wanted to produce before 2021. I've always been trying. It's either the money I'm packing, I get to spend it, or it was not enough. But in 2021, God did it. I finally produced. And when I was creating the story, I created a story that I have never been in before. I remember working with Seun on Okoto series, and there was one love emotional session. So like, have you done something like this before? I said, not really emotional, not really done emotional, but like this is a surface we need to scratch more. So I got hints from that. Okay, if I do something love, let me see, because I've been doing bad boy, Yahoo boy, player, things like that.
And I love. I think there's the passion in there, like chasing your dreams and everything. Yeah.
So finally, I decided when I did my movie, I did that love thing, and I went straight, put myself in a role I've never played before, did it, and it worked for me because when the movie came out, the first movie I was called for after that, I played Love. It was Lover. The next one, Lover. The other, I started getting more jobs, and I started people now.
As a result
of my job, I was getting lead roles. I don't think I've ever played a lead role before I produced. After I produced, I can't count how many leads I've done now. I mean,
that's the thing, and I think there's this mindset of, okay, fine, you want to be an actor, everybody wants to be an actor. So you know that by the time you now produce, there is this thing on you, like, okay, it's like you are serious.
And the way people,
so you now look at value.
Thank you. Is that point that when it's coming from? Like, when you go on set, people are you're a producer. Sometimes you're not even the one telling them, like maybe somebody, maybe the PM or even like, oh, she's a producer. And oh, you're a producer. And I'm telling you, if they were treating me like this, the moment they know that you're able, I just go bam.
Exactly.
And somebody say, oh, our producer. Oh. If one to share one, like which
so it's worked for me.
Even
yesterday, I still posted it like a throwback. Thank God for
I swear.
I got some days that were like, guy, I have my eyes on you. We're working together, so I'm like, okay, this is something that happened 2 years ago, and it still feels fresh. Like the thing just happened.
I don't blame casting directors and producers when they don't cast some actors for a particular role. They feel like maybe they have not seen this actor and do, because when you're in lead role, it's like the movie is on your shoulder, so you are your pace, your things that move whatever happens in the movie is your character and how you move it. So once you put yourself in a position to do that by yourself, which hardly would anyone do that for you.
And then being a producer, say it's your money.
It's your money.
There's this thing of, okay, I'm casting you as a producer because I've seen that you have done your job before. So you know how far it is. So when you come on my set, you are not acting like I'm tired because I just like, so you are being.
I feel like it's actually unprofessional to actually do that.
You don't get what I'm saying.
What he just said now, like
you don't get what I'm saying.
I get. But like for an actor,
so you'll be able to value whenever I'm casting you. You will value that.
Except wasting your time. There are some production that you go to and In fact, the moment you get it, you just want to go back home. All right.
Why?
But like, why would you already be paid, or maybe there is payment here? But why would you go on set and you're tired? You're giving them you're tired because it is not your money.
So a close friend of mine is a production shit. So he said there's this A-list actor that he has worked with on different sets. The A-list is like one of the toppest A-list. I'm not going to mention him. He came to
mention name.
He came to on two sets. I thought like I want this, I want that, I want it.
Yes,
I don't eat
that.
this, I don't do this, I don't eat this, I don't eat that. Then
like,
as luck will have it, this A-list actor now produced a movie recently. Sometime ago, he produced his own movie. He said all of a sudden he saw the actor eating what he could not eat or nothing.
Can you imagine?
He said, this actor be like eating. It's like that when they chop up passing.
That's what I was saying, that if you actually put yourself into other people's shoes, like being a producer, you know what it takes to be a producer.
Yeah.
The shoulder, how to shoulder responsibility and everything. So coming on your set, you should not come and give me stress.
On you.
Do you get it? So you understand when you come on my set, you should be a plus to me, self. Do you get? Not the way you're not coming on my set and telling me I'm tired, I want to eat this, I was something you would not ask for on your own set.
See, the thing is, production is already very hard. Nobody wants to bring another headache to their set.
Yeah.
Nobody. It does us no good to bring one in need. You know what is when they say somebody's ini? You've never heard about it. No. Ini.
I know Ini Olua. I know Ini. I know Ini. I know that's the meaning of
So
Ini.
ini is somebody that Ninilara.
Oh,
Somebody
wow.
that stresses the life out of the production. Those are the people that will say, I can't take this. If I don't get this, I cannot do this. If I do this, I cannot do that. Those are unnecessary trouble. Production is already difficult. You are battling daylight. You're battling area boys, you're battling fuel price, you're battling location sound, and then one actor says, I cannot do this, or so why did they get
it? Doesn't mean that they cannot make it doesn't mean that they cannot state what they want here. But like once they have checked their own abilities to make you comfortable, respect that. It is work at the end of the day. You're not there to be comfortable.
We are not saying take shit. We are not saying let them waste your time. But be reasonable. Don't come and say. Don't come and say. Like a set that I was on a couple of days ago. An actor said, "You cannot sleep in a room because there's no white bed sheet." The producer said, "She olóògbé ni wọ́n ní."
I've been now.
I say okay, I still felt that story was exaggerated because I can't fathom why
you can't sleep because there's no
do you sleep on white bed sheet in your house?
Or do you put out
very
this
unnecessary.
Or maybe the person just
unnecessary. Those are necessary. Those are unnecessary specifications.
So like he said, personally, I try to work with production is difficult. I try to work with people that would make my life seamless. So most of the actors I'd like to work with, if you have never produced before, you really have to be somebody that that I know or that respects me. You have to respect me as a person, because if you respect me, you wouldn't want to ruin my life, because filmmaking is my life.
That's right.
I could have been a banker. I used to say I could have been a doctor, but I chose to make films.
Yeah.
So, and this is all I do. This is what I know. So coming to my set and you are giving me, you want to spoil my life? What do you do? So most time it looks like I put my friends in my films.
Yeah.
People say I'm too sentimental. Why is your friends all the time? Yes,
My friend is like boundaries.
So productions, you get you don't plan for some difficulties. But you get difficulties. It is only people who know that after the shoot, you guys are still together. So they don't want to spoil they don't want to they don't want to chop your eye. Because after shoot finish, like now we are in Dayo's studio apartment. This is an actor that I've worked with countless time, and so because of days like this, we will be good to ourselves. We know that film shoot go finish in your low, and if shoot baton, Me too, I cannot be forming boss on set because I know that this shoot is for a couple of days. After that, I am Seun. I'm not director. There's a difference between the Seun. So I work with people who understand and respect me as Seun Afolabi. Because when you get to say, automatically you respect me as the director. But if you don't understand, you can fluff around my set because it is just the director. It's not Seun. If I go down, God forbid I go down. You know that if I go down, it will affect you because you are my guy. God forbid, because if I need to task people for money, you want to do about that. So because you don't want that to happen, you would preserve my work. You help me do my work. You do what you're supposed to do. And you know, other people I work with actors that I've produced before, like he said, because you will know what it means. So when something happened when we were filming Atoka, my friend Damilola Oni, luckily for me, she's a very fantastic actor. So I will keep working with her. And now she respects me as a person. She understands. She got to that set and we had some delays in the school. So she's supposed to do, I think a day or 2 days, I can't remember. But we had to shoot our scenes overnight. If she wasn't my friend, it would have been difficult for me to work. Because in all fairness, they are right. It is not their fault that my show did not progress. Because I told them you're going to be shooting so date.
Yeah.
And normally you work, if you go to office work, say now 9 to 5. But film work, if you don't shoot morning till evening, it's not healthy to say you are doing night. But there are times that to meet up that, so you know that you have to. So I told her that this is the situation, and she said, okay, let's see how it goes. And Dayo was in that scene too. Dayo has been working all day. He still worked that night because they are my friends and they are produced, so they know what it means. When Dayo was producing, that's another story.
36 hours.
That's another story. And luckily for me also, these are my friends that when they were producing, I was fortunate to be their directors. So they knew how I went in hard for them too. So it was easy for them to reciprocate on my set. But if I bring an actor that is just after the money, I'm collecting 150k per day, you will pay the money. But once it is evening, they will get tired. It's natural. So I don't blame people for casting their friends in their movies, even though it is not professional and it can kill the industry. But some of us are lucky, our friends can act. So it's not that we are just putting our friends because it's my friend. But our friends can actually do the job.
So they just hire.
So and for the people that their friends cannot do the job,
And they just put them.
and they are putting them, it's still good for them because it saves them headache. Although at the end of the day, they feel
Have you ever featured in a movie that you thought that this movie is going to be a turning point for me? I mean, a movie that, okay, it's mighty, it's this, and then you're heading to cinema, it's Netflix, Instagram will blow up, and then everything just goes
So I'm not really going to say the name of the series, but I believe if you're conversant with my career, you know the job already. So I was fresh out of school 2015. 2014 sets, but because of strike or something, I finished early 2015. And as I got out, I went for audition, but 2016 I had a major role audition, and when we shot that series for close to over almost 2 months, we shot, like even during shooting, during production, like you could see the whole costumes, we're bringing out different. I literally had almost 300k in my account, and I used more than 200 to buy footwears like Timberland, Christian Louboutin.
Give it up for
because I felt like this job
the white clothing designers.
So our set was in fact,
fans.
the EP loved me so much that because she when she had,
Giving
where's Dayo's clothes? Once they give me shirt and jeans, she look at me, Dayo, I will not go mad footwear. So I was really feeling myself like, no.
Boy, for me,
When we now did the premiere 2017 of that series, we did at IMAX Lekki.
IMAX.
So like when I saw the media houses,
you're like,
they were interviewing us. In my life, I've never been on the different picture. I could see by people I see on TV, they were coming to me, I watched that episode, lovely episode. So I'm like, this is it.
Celebrities were all giving
this is the line.
Celebrities are all
This
this is like
is the
very
line. And funny enough, as that was early 2017, like yes, the first quarter of 2017 that happened. That first quarter was like one of my best quarter of my life. Things were just happening. I was meeting people. They were happy. Nice one. But after that, it just went. It didn't even go like slow. It just went. It just died.
You know how they say, don't be a shooting star. Shooting star is like this and goes down.
Worst later quarter of any year of my life.
You will not be praying. Why did that even happen in the first place?
Because the expectation was so much.
You will be more broke because you don't use money by
the funny thing. Because of that job, I did a song with Dami Crane. Normally, if I record a song, I'll probably just post it on my SoundCloud.
Thinking that you use that platform.
It worked because I just posted it and big blogs. Bella Nigeria. Normally, if you want to put your song on Bella Nigeria, you could probably collect like 70 to 100k from you. All those other blogs, only with Supergirl, they'll collect 50k. But I just posted it on my page normally. Posted it on SoundCloud and there's one. I just posted it normally and all these blogs picked it up because they saw that this guy has done something. Mm-hmm. So I was like, okay, this is the star celebrity lifestyle. And from there, we are here.
Where are you?
We are here.
Exactly. I'm not sure that I have any like that. The one I thought, okay, that would be Art and Slow. I would be my first Netflix project. It was for Mr. Obi. And we shot the movie because like I was thinking that because it's a big setting, yeah. Like,
is it out on any platform?
It's out. It's not on Netflix. But like I had expectations for it. To be very honest, I mean like
what's that?
left Ocean, Art and Slow.
I
left Ocean. What are you doing? I left Ocean.
So that means like now you've been Netflix actor because
like back to back. I've
exactly.
Been, like,
There's
Netflix, cinema.
What's that one? Deck and God.
Prime Video.
Deck and God.
What's the title of that one? By the way, that would is going to USA tomorrow.
Wow. Are you going
congratulations.
Thank you. There's that, but like for Art and Soul, honestly, I had like major expectations.
So,
like, I was like,
it just went
this is
pam.
like,
Just
this is
shot.
it. after the first hype, you know, I'm like, oh my god, I watched it. I'm with my parents. Oh, I saw your daughter. After that, I still pray for God. I mean, like, I've done a couple of other Netflix and cinema and other Prime Video job, but like, do you know when you just have expectation? Like, he had expectation, like, just when they say our expectation will not be cut short, the major prayer. Do you get? And you go back to writing, see, like, it's me. I did this movie. Like, it's me. Good
It is well.
So I have two questions. It's like A and B. The first one is, what is the most ridiculous experience that you have had because of fame?
Ikorodu. That's what I was. That's the key word.
Because of film.
Okay, you want to ask the second one or we should also
Oh god, this is okay.
Okay, so Ikorodu. I will say it again. So there's this guy. I have a friend that has a studio in Ikorodu. So I think 2018, 2019, I was always going there. My studio was faulty. I could have money to buy a new set of equipment. So I was always going to site to record a couple of people, make small box by the side, doing all of that. So while I was there, then I've done a couple of jobs. Some people already knew me. Few people already knew me then. So anytime I go to this my friend's side, he's always telling this people, my guy na actor. He sabi's music too. He's there, so like, you know, I was when people were coming, you acted with this woman, you acted with this guy, so people already knew. So this particular guy that was always coming, always greeting me, I want to do one shoot though. I also want to shoot one movie. I need you on it. I said, okay, no bother. You should let me know. She had told me that it's going to need me for just 30 days. Just 30 days. And we got the day he called now came. We went there. I did the first day the regulars came, so and bro Baba Eleje, that was supposed to be Salabi. I kept for like 3 days to shoot out. I was always messaging this guy. I sent me scripts. Don't worry, when you get on set there will be scripts. Send me, say no, don't worry, when you get on set there will be scripts. The director I told you, bro Eleje, and my girlfriend is Sile, and my Shekini, and my we did it. He said she was gonna change clothes again. I went to carry her down with my shirt again. It's for them. For yeah, they say, it be. When you say daily go for select. What's happening? Money. What? I said, scripts to call. No, go say about it. Just feel free. Express yourself. Express yourself. But we shall did the same. We did a couple of other scenes. Then after that, I saw Khadija. Khadija is an old friend. What's up, now? He said, okay, this scene. Me and Khadija were in the beer parlor. I'll be consoling her over her boyfriend. Kilo shit. I was actually maybe that was not connect. Her boyfriend, but I was looking at the picture he showed me as not connect. As you shall did this. I saw Okele. Okele himself came. He said, all of us, we just came to yab all of us that we were drinking. This story was always connecting. And this guy promised to pay me, was it 20K for 20,000 naira? So when I finished for the 2 days, I think it was the first day after I finished, the guy sent me 10,000 naira, and we did it. When I finished, I now called this guy. How far now? I said, bro, you has paid me now. I said, you said you pay me 20K, 10K, and 10, and that take when I finished. That's life. And I was chatting the guy. The guy was smiling, saying, alright, later, bro, and he was sending me. I was like, what's happening? It was one of my friends that was one of his DOP. That now told me that it's 2 movies. That there are 2 movies that were shot. That one, everything we shot in that house is 1 movie. The other one we shot is another movie. So I shot 2 movies and I didn't know.
For 10,000 there.
This silly guy, when I now did Harmony of Dreams, this guy now messaged me. I saw my movie. That he has another ghost story.
Can you imagine?
I just left the guy. I didn't even answer that. I just left him already.
So my most ridiculous time was when I don't want to mention his name. So
don't mention Tobi's name. Don't mention Tobi's name.
Okay, I'll mention Tobi's name. I'll mention Tobi's name.
Okay.
So I went up to this guy who actually sounds like a major. He's a big shot. We talked about him this morning, and we talked about his name. He's a big shot in the industry, and he's a maker. By being a maker, I mean someone who has a capability to help your talent. And he's raised a couple of actors that we know today. You guys already know, yeah? Okay, so I called him and I was like, I'm a young actor. At that time, I think I was still pretty new. Like, I'm a young actor, and I was hoping if I could be under his tutorship. Tutelage rather. And he said, okay, I'll come to Omoli. So I went to Omoli. Yeah, I know. Of course, he told me. So I went to Omoli and he was like, okay, you know what I'm going to do for you is, he didn't even consider the transportation. Okay. So he said, hey, what I'm going to do for you is we're going to meet. There is a project coming up in Abeokuta, and I would send you the address and all that. So meet me up there. Okay. So I think about 2 weeks later, I called him and he was like, oh, I forgot him. Okay, well, I'm in Abeokuta. Come meet me in Abeokuta. So, from Lagos, I went to Abeokuta. And once I got there, the first thing, once he picked me up, I know I was in the hotel, so he came to the hotel to pick me up with this couple of other guys. And they were going outside, they wanted to go eat, And he was like, once, because we were at the back, and he was saying, Ogama fail. Like, that was the first thing.
I won't say it like a whole half.
Like, Ogama fell. But as a young girl, and I was already visioning like, this is a daddy kind of thing. So I was like,
Daddy my
hey. No, honestly, I was already thinking that.
Daddy shit.
No, like, also guys stop.
Big daddy.
No, I was already thinking that, maybe he didn't really mean it. Do you understand? Maybe like, because to me, this person is a father figure already. Isha went to eat though. When we got to the place we wanted to eat, he said, Ogama fell.
You said it again?
I honestly, I just smiled. I smiled. So, once we go back to the hotel, Blue Mango Hotel, Abeokuta. Once we got back to the hotel, the guys went in. My bag was at the reception, so he told me, pick your bag. I picked my bag and I remember giving it to one of his boys who went into another room. So I went into his room because now we're going to talk fully about who I am and my intentions and
And Oga's intentions.
So we got in, and it was like, you know what? I remember that you came to Monday, but what I'm going to do for you is, I'm not going to audition you. I'm going to try you. So he sat on the bed like this, like he was fully seated, and he said, "Can you dance?" I said, "Yes."
Can you dance?
Like I literally am an all-round entertainer. I dance, I sing.
Oh, exactly.
So he was like, "Can you dance?" I'm like, "Yes, I can dance." He said, "Dance." I'm like, "Sir, there's no music." He said, "I'm giving you a trial. I'm not auditioning." That's why I said, "I'm not auditioning you. I'm giving you a trial." So I said, "Dance." You said you cannot dance without music. I'm like, "I'm sorry, sir, but there is no song here. I mean, there's no music playing."
Like I tell you to
he said,
work,
"Okay,
no
so I'm going to give you another trial. You're going to sit here." You know the way I said he sat. So he said I was going to sit the way that I was sitting like this, you know. Like that is full. Okay. Okay. So I said, "I'm sorry, sir, that it's just two of us here in the room. I can't sit like this, you know." And I was like, this girl, you're stubborn. I'm like, "I'm sorry, sir, I'm not stubborn. But I just don't think that it's appropriate for me to sit this close to you." And he's like, "Do you remember he said I'm not auditioning you? That I'm giving you trial?" I'm like, "I'm sorry, sir. Can you give me a down?" He said, "Okay. As an actor, you're going to have to kiss on set."
So let me see.
Come. He didn't even say, "Can you kiss me?" He said, "Come and kiss me."
That's daddy duty.
That's you.
That's your time.
I like right there. I just said, "I'm sorry, sir. I can't do it." So I give you 3 trials. Trials that young actors are actually praying for. I gave you 3 trials and you could not even do anyone. I'm like, "I'm sorry, sir. I'm like, I cannot. Maybe if you have another thing, you can tell me." And this man just stood up. And you know when you say, you camp somebody by the wall.
And you are small.
And you know this person, he says it's that job, right?
Okay, daddy start.
He's bigger than you, that
I know,
this
I
is not
know.
me. I'm going to Tobi Fakos now. Like that day in 2018, I was saying be chankolo. So he just comes me by the wall like this, so you corner out, you know. I said, "I'm sorry, sir, that I want to start going." I think our guy just moved close to me, like I'm not joking. Like he was forcing himself on me, like he almost raped me. Which was like it was like I don't know, like I just don't like to remember this side of the story. But like thank God for the receptionist that came by the window at that point, and I was like, I'm going to scream. And it was at that point that he let me go. And the way I left the room, like the way I literally ran out of the room, I almost forgot that I gave the boys my bag. They just knew my bag.
And you still went after acting after this experience? Why?
Yeah, because I just
passion.
the way
Passion.
there's passion, of course. There's passion because, like I used to say, that if you're looking for money in this industry, money may not really come to you. Industry has a way of testing its people. All right. So he wants to know why you're here. So I still went after it the way I'm going after my Christian faith. Christianity is perfect. Jesus is perfect. It is we humans that are, that were imperfect. Because a person tried to rape me doesn't mean that every other filmmakers in the industry. I've worked with amazing people in the industry. Like really, people who don't want anything in return. Alright? They just want this person to express their talent. That's it. So because one bad egg did that doesn't mean that it's like that for everybody.
Yeah.
So that's fine.
Mine was actually crazy because I actually paid 3 people.
Sorry, I thought somebody counts.
No, count to my I mean, I paid 3 different people to be in the industry. I mean, the 3 of them claimed. Come on, obtain the phone.
No, I think I paid 2.
50K. I mean 3. I was so dumb. So I paid first, I paid second, I paid third.
Good.
I was so dumb. And the third was gracious enough that he now called me, okay, it's a job, just come. And then I just, I went. Then I was like, sir, what's my role? I was saying star, actor, star. He said, just hold on. I was there till evening, beggar. I had to go back to Ikorodu. Till after 8, after 9, after 10. I went, sir, this is after I cannot go home again. No. That is part of the hustle. Get a place to sleep. It's like, yeah. It happened the second day. I was like, well, maybe it's thing I will do for. Okay. The third day, I went to meet him. I think that was around after 4. Sir, I'm not doing anything. He said, I've been wanting your role okay. When I got up, it was just to go and collect, like, this bank setting, just get a teller. And when the film came out, I was telling my mom, I swear.
Good.
I paid the first, the second. So that I was like, I'm done.
I feel like a lot of people don't know that. When I first began, I paid for an audition, and that was my first audition. I paid for it. I had no idea that auditions are free. In fact, any audition that says pay, run, because they are broke, and to your money they want to use to fund their projects.
You
don't pay for audition.
Those that did the industry already.
You are an actor. You are the one they pay. Do you understand? Because they are using your talent.
Even roles, major roles, they still tell you to come and pay for
yes,
this
now.
role.
Yes,
now.
Big names, though.
There are certain directors that you don't want to cast.
They will tell you.
I think that you told me of a certain actor one time. But like the person, of course, that was when the person was coming up. The person is grown now.
Person did what?
We're talking about a certain Yoruba actor who is now grown now, and he used to pay, because I can do this one, I can do this. I don't want to mention the name. I don't want to mention the name. I was like, I can do this, I can do that, I can do this, I can do that. But like he wasn't getting opportunities, so he was paying for it. Now they are the ones who pay him. But I just feel that's extortion.
Okay.
You know that this person literally does not have to pay. You have money, that's why you want to say. Want to produce to get more money, right? So why would you ask people?
Call the person next time. Imagine someone leaving your set.
A lot of people don't know that you're not supposed to pay a dime to anybody.
Or the production manager. I was on the set and then the production manager was telling me, as production manager, I've actually ended a lot of people's career. And I was like, really? He said, yes. He said, see, my baby worked to me with the baby. He said, oh, the mom was actually true.
You not call him as stand boy.
I got a role for a job. I think that was my first lead before I produced my movie. And then when I got on set, there was another guy that the production manager brought along that was supposed to play that same role. Producer called me. I don't know about the production manager. Then he came to meet me. Don't read for that character again. Read this character. And that character was supposed to die. I think the third scene or the I said no. That's not what they told me all the way from Ikorodu to this place. So like. Then buy something, so because he's a producer, we go and act on he was not telling me that was not experienced me that he actually somebody was supposed to play a role for the producer and then he was supposed to call the person. He did not call. But that was not like but why that's what he called he said that was it and they was like, but why am I playing now? You're good, you do play. As you buying your girl, I was like, and he's so proud to say like.
And so when people that matter in the industry see me and they be like, that was good.
Same here.
Excuse me.
Why you coughing? Don't drink water.
Okay. Thank you.
So it's lots of which actually I won't lie. I've been
even
gifted.
From harmony of dreams.
I've been gifted a lot of gifts. I don't know which one. There's one should stand out. I just think I've been to places where I know that if I was just a regular person, I probably wouldn't be there. I won't have access, most times, and I have fans that in certain places of authorities that you just need them and they will come through for you. I feel like basically, yeah.
Well, I think I have. I've been in that situation too, and I'm still in that situation. But the one for me was my first feature film that actually had on African magic. That was it. So it's like somebody called me that night and said, "Tobi, send me your account details." It was just a scene with your Fabi. I went to buy onions. My phone was beeping all through. People were calling, Tobi, are you Bossa? I'm like, wait, so because Bossa, I'm getting this kind of, come and see prayer, come and see.
When Ayomide came
like,
out, when Ayomide came out, I got calls from like different countries, like 5 different countries. Like it started then from that five was immediate, but like after that it was increasing. And of course, like people were like guys, especially because like I think because I'm in Nigeria, people were reaching out from UK, US. South Africa, I had Qatar, I had people that wanted to date me. Like, no.
Just from
A man initially told me that he's going to divorce his wife.
because of you. Yeah. Because of your
Yes.
role.
No,
And then you did not play a nice wife.
No,
You said that.
Right?
Yeah,
But
nice
like
one,
maybe because maybe he was able to differentiate that okay, she's just acting. Like, and I had some of them that were asking me questions that
Some people don't
I'm
know.
like this in real life, yeah.
Some people
But
don't
like
know.
people gave me money, particularly UK, US, South Africa, and Qatar too. They gave me money. Like, said, I want to be. I want to be doing this thing for the rest of my life. Oh, doesn't like free money.
Plenty money.
Who doesn't like
money.
free money? I had a man say to me that I'm going to solely sponsor your next project. We didn't go through with that because what he requested at the end of the day I couldn't give to him. Okay, so I remember him calling me one day. And he was like, "What's the color of your bra?" I'm like,
They just sell him blacker.
and it was actually black bread I wore that day. But it was crazy for me to. It was like he wanted to see it. No, I want to see my
And you go and take one from your job and you see this one.
because you wore. No, I beg. But like, I mean, the fact that I got to be like in the center of attention,
Exactly.
you know, and
And
people
I
actually
think that's sweet
appreciate.
for
That's what I'm
every
saying,
actor, it's sweet.
appreciation.
Yeah.
When
Yes.
you're just like, that's this.
And the fact
Yeah,
that people
that
want to
is-
be your friend.
Exactly.
You don't care if you don't have the money. I'm like, oh, money. She's an
No,
actor. They want to
yeah.
be your friend.
I think there was 1 year. I think that was last year. Something happened on my mom's birthday. I was just posting a couple of videos of me dancing with her on my Instagram story on her birthday. Was it her birthday? No, I think it was just okay. That was 2021 Christmas time. I just went to spend a couple of days with my parents. So I was just dancing with my mom and my younger brother was making a video and I just posted some of them, just happy moments, happy family moments. I just posted them on my Instagram story. And a fan saw it, is that your mom? She's so cute. Please my mom. I said, thank you. The next thing, send your mom's account number. Okay.
I mean that part is so
the
sweet.
money
And it's
the money she
so
sent to
strange,
money they sent to my mom. And it's because and the reason why this struck me was it's not like I've not gotten money before, but at that point I was just really in a happy family mind. I wanted to do stuff for mom and I couldn't really do much. But that person now sent and
Wow.
she was not expecting. I was never expecting. I was like,
Your career.
exactly.
Where your mommy is from the labor.
From the
From your own labor.
labor, yeah.
The labor of your hands. So I feel like for me it's appreciation. It's how like it stood up for me.
Appreciation.
I had to pay.
It's okay.
That's that one.